report of my July budget. So let's get into it. Before doing so, if you're new to my channel, I'm Dee, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time, bringing you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. This is how my week has went and how it should go for the remainder. Today is Wednesday the 28th, and this is the list of items that I had to do this week. The first row is everything I have to do in my personal life. The second row is what I have to do for work and side gigs. The third row is my YouTube schedule. So let's talk about what I was planning for this week. So to read chapters 9 to 15 of The Best Yes, I was able to read chapters 9 and 10. I was really tired on Tuesday. I didn't really do too much, and I'm finding out why I'm tired, and you will find out a little bit further down in the video. I had to film and edit my calendar setup, and I did that. Wash linen, I did that. Organize my closet and organize my room cabinets. Haven't got to that yet. I was able to organize my hall top drawer. Now, why in every room of my house do I have a junk drawer? Like, why? It's like it's the unofficial junk drawer of the room. If you need to find anything that's supposed to be in that room, is in that drawer. But I was able to get the hall top drawer, and that's was enough for me. Okay, I plan to exercise 3 times this week, and exercising, what I mean is actually following a plan, such as 35 minutes to 45, 55 minutes, even up to an hour, getting my heart rate up. And so I did the Grow with Joe 2 videos at 40 minutes on Monday. I'm not sure I'm going to get to it today because I'm still feeling the same way I'm feeling yesterday. Not as tired, but the laboring, the way that I'm sounding. And so I want to give myself some time to heal. But I did walk for 10 minutes on my break, because that was the next thing. Walk on my work breaks. And so 10 minutes, I can get a good 10 minutes. And then I did that today as well. And then go through the pile of mail. Still haven't done that. It's literally getting to be a pile of mail at the end of my steps. So I do really need to get that out the way if I fall on that. And replace the shower filter. I did that, and I attempted to put it up myself, but I need Papa because he tightened a piece of it, and I can't get the contraption together where the water doesn't come out the filter in the shower head. So when he comes, I'm like, Papa, can you please take that off without breaking any stuff? So yes, the credit card number 2 and 3, they did clear my account. Credit internet hasn't cleared my account just yet, but I did get a notification. So I want I'm gonna count that as, being done. The remainder of the week kind of will fall in my August budget, but I still notated here to keep the layout, full. At first I was doing like stopping it and just doing something crazy on this end, but I decided not to do that no longer. So we still got plenty to do. And I've added one thing because I got to do my hair, and that's what I'm going to do today since I have a little energy more. I'd rather do my hair so I can be presentable because my house is not horrible. It's just I have a routine. I like to stick to it. Now, another thing that I'm coming into I'm trying to decide is either I'm going to stop filming until I change internet providers, or I'm going to change internet providers sooner than later. And the reason is I can't go with filming and it's 22 minutes of content and it's taking all day for it to load, and then it falls into the next day where I'm creating thumbnails. So I'm on the fence about what to do at this point. So we will find out soon. But when I was reading my book, one thing that she pointed out is before adding anything new, and I put myself into it in the equation, I said, I will make space by getting rid of something first. This is my season of release. And that is in everything in my life, from just cleaning up to filming to relationships. So I was so glad that this is coming full circle for me and my understanding. We still got the remaining chapters to read. We still have 11 and 15, and I'm sure it has some more meat and potatoes for me to glean. So this is my setup here. To go ahead and get into this check-in, which is very simple and easy. And as always, I'm using the back of my book to break down what I spent. What I'm going to do is actually just show you somewhere on the screen so you can see it as well. And I feel like that is like crooked or something. Okay, so let's go here, and I think it's always better on this side. So as far as week 4, we started with bills with $43.96, fun money nothing, gas $25.09, groceries $58.03, household $5.89, and personal $4.43. Week 4 goes from July 22nd to July 28th. And so let's talk about what we actually spent. So I did receive that notification about my internet bill, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that's going to come out. We know that. I didn't spend anything in gas this week. For groceries was a mashup between groceries and restaurants. I told you they've been mashing up. Groceries, personal, fun money, restaurants, they all been mashing up. But I did go to Dunkin' Donuts twice and allocated that to my grocery budget. I went to Chick-fil-A. Now, when I actually went to the grocery store, the first store I went to was Aldi, and I spent $28.79. Then I had to go to Harris Teeter, and I spent $10.68. So total for groceries was $53.95. Yes. So let's take the fast food out of this equation. And that's actually how much I spent for the groceries. So that tells me that I can, for myself alone, work with a $50 a week budget. We will see when everything's the dust settled when Papa leaves. For household, I didn't spend anything. For personal, I spent $3.52. So let me just, we're going to zero these out. And then we're just going to close this out. So first and foremost, for bills / credit cards, nothing is remaining. Everything has been paid. For gas, $25.09 is remaining. So that's closed out. This carries over into the next week budget. For groceries, we started at $58.03. And we spent $53.95. So left us with $4.08. So that's going to close that out. For household, it's $5.89. And then for personal, it is 91 cents. So my sinking funds, my envelope system categories have been closed out. Now, as far as what carries over, as stated, gas carries over, but the other categories, groceries, household, personal, restaurants, and even fun money, when it's something there, doesn't carry over bi-weekly. I actually zeroed that out. So I'm going to add that together to see what I will be actually sending to my zero out challenge. And it looked like $10.88. So I'm just going to simply write 10.88. So when I budget for my income breakdown number 1 of my August budget, I know the $10.88 needs to be allocated and sent to my savings account. So then the next thing we have is our spending tracker, and this is for our unbudgeted expenses, and there has been no unbudgeted expenses. So we are carrying over the $120.90 that you should have seen in my monthly budget, and you will see when I do my income breakdown. Now let's talk about the sinking funds. I'm still on the fence, like what I'm going to do about showing this, but right now this is what I have come up with at this point of the as far as car maintenance, because we only really funded 2 categories: car maintenance and property. Health is already funded through my flexible spending account, so we have $70.02 for car maintenance. I did get an oil change the first week, and so what I added minus what that oil change was, $29.22 was remaining, and then I added $100, so $199.24, and that's what, you know what, that is not what I'm carrying over. That is not what I'm carrying over, because I did get a car wash. I did. Look at me. Fibbing. I'm a fibber. I'm a fibber. I got a car wash. I mean, these birds, like, so disrespecting my car. They've been disrespecting my car for a while, to tell y'all the truth. And so I just got around to doing it. So, and I hope you can see that. Probably not. Let me do this better. And let me smooth it. Sometimes this doesn't smooth out, and you gotta, like, smooth it yourself. Okay, so do that. Let's try it again. So, okay, there we go, $177.44. Now, as far as health, I started with a balance of $975.60. I did have to purchase some medicine for $27.21 the first week. The third week, I purchased another medicine, and then I went back the following week and purchased another medicine. And so you're like, oh girl, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get myself together. And if you don't hear the laboring in my breath, like if you hear am I speaking, it should be like a laboring, like I don't know how to describe it, but you could hear it. That's partly because I've been having issues with retaining water again, and so it's been a little bit struggle. Don't want to make this long video and go into like a medical situation, but I'm getting it together, hopefully, and I don't have to keep taking these deep breaths to try to get my breath. When I'm doing something simple, it's just talking to people. All right, so property started with $23.05, and I added 55, and then I added 95.65, and that was that change left over. I think I had to throw a penny to my credit card checking account because of some bad juju. Not bad juju. I explained that it was like 1 cent lingering from the hotel I stayed at in Mexico. I don't know if I mentioned that. And so it made the balance off. So I added the cent, and then I finally, and so I can, when I made the payment, it was the full payment amount, and then they credited it back. So I just left it where it was at. But all in all, after adding that, $173.70 should be and is in the actual account. And I did double check to see where I need to put this at in order to make this fully funded for the remainder of the year, and then work on building this back up so when April comes around again, we'll be set. All right, this is it. We done. I don't know how long this is. I hope it's not a quadrillion dollars. Not quadrillion dollars, a quadrillion minutes. As I was doing this, and an update on what I've been eating this week. I did try those stuffed mushrooms, and they were nasty. It's the texture for me. I don't know why the mushrooms were so hard, and then it was not enough filling. It was like, oh really, y'all? Oh really? You just gave me a mushroom and thought I was gonna eat it? So those went to the trash. Okay. Yes. So let me go ahead and get myself together. But I do thank you for joining in. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Everyone hit that like button. And please share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.